Billions of items, seemingly insignificant, are discarded annually, creating an enormous environmental burden from tiny objects. Even a common household tool, like a pair of scissors, contributes surprisingly to this staggering global waste problem. Many overlook the hidden environmental cost embedded in manufacturing, shipping, and ultimately disposing of simple tools. Producing new metal requires vast amounts of energy, extracting raw materials, and often generates significant pollution. When you throw away a dull pair of scissors, you are also discarding the resources used to create that item. This continuous cycle of consumption and disposal quickly depletes precious natural resources at an unsustainable rate. Imagine the cumulative effect if every single household tool met a similar fate after just a few years of use. This mindset of disposability prevents us from truly valuing the items we own and their potential for longevity. Embracing sustainable living means shifting our perspective from temporary ownership to responsible stewardship of resources. One powerful, yet often ignored, strategy involves extending the life of everyday objects through simple maintenance practices. Understanding this critical shift empowers individuals to make a tangible difference against widespread environmental degradation. We can collectively reduce our ecological footprint by making conscious choices about what we buy and how we use it.
Let's focus on those humble scissors, a tool present in nearly every home, office, and crafting space worldwide.
You might assume a dull pair of scissors is simply beyond repair, destined for the trash bin and a landfill. However, most dull scissors are not actually broken. Their blades have merely lost their sharp, cutting edge over time. Sharpening your scissors is a straightforward process that revives their functionality, saving you money and reducing waste. But finding the right sharpening method for your specific scissors can feel confusing, with many options available. One popular and accessible technique involves using aluminum foil, a common item found in most kitchen pantries. Take a piece of heavy-duty aluminum foil and fold it several times until you create a thick, dense strip. This creates multiple layers that effectively act as a mild abrasive, gently refining the scissor blades with each pass. Slowly cut through the folded foil about 10 to 20 times, making sure to use the entire length of the blades. You will notice the blades gradually regain their edge, slicing through paper with increased ease and precision. Another effective method utilizes sandpaper, specifically a fine grit variety, glued onto a sturdy, flat surface. Hold your scissors open at a 45-degree angle against the sandpaper, carefully mimicking the original bevel of the blade. Gently slide the blade across the sandpaper in one direction, always moving away from the cutting edge to avoid injury. Repeat this motion several times on each blade, checking the sharpness periodically on a piece of scrap paper. But what about those times when your scissors feel completely unmanageable, possibly even sticking or catching? Sometimes the issue is not dullness but accumulated gunk, like adhesive residue, fabric fibers, or dried sap. Cleaning your scissors regularly is just as crucial as sharpening them for maintaining optimal performance and longevity. Use a soft cloth dampened with rubbing alcohol or white vinegar to wipe down the blades and the pivot point.
This simple cleaning removes sticky buildup and prevents corrosion, ensuring smooth, effortless cutting action every time.
After cleaning, apply a small drop of mineral oil to the pivot screw, then open and close the blades.
This lubrication significantly reduces friction, allowing the blades to glide smoothly against each other with minimal effort.
Storing your scissors properly also plays a vital role in preserving their sharpness and preventing premature damage. Never just toss them into a drawer with other metal objects, as this can nick and dull the delicate edges. Instead, store them in a protective sheath, a dedicated holder, or hang them securely on a wall hook. This simple preventative measure keeps the blades safe from accidental impacts and maintains their keen cutting ability. These practices collectively transform a disposable item into a cherished tool, extending its useful life for decades. Imagine the tangible impact of thousands of households adopting these simple, yet profoundly effective, green habits. You're not just saving money, you're actively participating in a global movement towards mindful consumption and resource preservation. And this dedication to maintenance often fosters a deeper appreciation for the craftsmanship embedded in everyday objects. The satisfaction of reviving a dull tool provides a unique, empowering sense of self-reliance and environmental responsibility. Extending the life of your scissors directly translates into fewer items, ending up in already overflowing landfills each year. This reduction in waste eases the strain on waste management systems and minimizes the release of harmful landfill gases. Furthermore, the decreased demand for new scissors means less raw material extraction, protecting natural habitats and ecosystems. Fewer new products also translate to less energy consumed in manufacturing processes, reducing industrial carbon emissions significantly. Consider the cumulative effect. Millions of small decisions to repair rather than replace create a monumental positive change. This shift in consumer behavior encourages manufacturers to produce more durable, repairable products in the first place. You become an advocate for a circular economy where resources are kept in use for as long as possible. This contrasts sharply with the linear take-make-dispose model that has dominated industrial practices for far too long. Beyond environmental benefits, adopting these habits cultivates a personal sense of resourcefulness and practical skill development. Learning to care for your tools fosters a connection to your possessions, moving away from purely transactional relationships. This appreciation for utility and longevity translates into greater mindfulness in other areas of your sustainable lifestyle. It empowers you to become a more conscious consumer, questioning the necessity of every new purchase you consider. Imagine the collective power of a society that values repair, reuse, and maintenance above constant, thoughtless replacement. This seemingly small act of sharpening scissors becomes a powerful symbol of a broader commitment to ecological health. Your choice contributes to a more resilient, less wasteful future for everyone on this shared planet we call home. Maintaining simple tools like scissors epitomizes the profound impact small, consistent, sustainable habits can truly achieve. Embrace the joy of lasting quality over fleeting disposability, actively choosing to care for your cherished possessions. If you found this insight valuable, subscribe for more transformative tips and share your favorite green habit below.